Hello everybody, I'm Amina Pereno, a research fellow from Politecnico di Torino. In this video presentation, I will show you the results of our research about the sustainability of packaging in the e-commerce sector. In this research project, we face different levels of design research, from product to service to system. The e-commerce is a fast-growing sector which interests almost all production sectors and has substantial impacts at the global level. On-demand economy is booming and continues to expand into new business. The future of this sector is still clouded, but we can say that it will definitely change our consumption pattern, our supply chains, and also the rules of competitiveness, as well as local and global regulations. But e-commerce is also changing the way people interact, allowing to buy and sell goods, but also enhancing user-generating and sharing content in what is called a new augmented reality that links digital world and physical reality. E-commerce marked a paradigm shift both in the logistic organization and in the stakeholders' interaction. On the one hand, we are moving to a global scale that pushes the trend towards delocalization and cost-effectiveness. But on the other hand, e-commerce retailers need to be at the local level to ensure rapidity and availability anywhere at any time. So, they are dealing with different cultural and purchasing needs. Our research contributes to the body of knowledge about this emerging sector, aiming at applying the concept of local and sustainable development to the world of e-commerce. To do that, we have to deal with many different factors, from the product level, that mainly means packaging materials and technologies, to the logistics system, that includes techniques for storage and delivery, data management, and also consumption patterns. Because of the complex nature of e-commerce, the research project ran for 1 year and consisted of 2 phases. In the first one, a methodology based on the systemic design approach was used to define innovative future scenarios for the logistic management of e-commerce systems. In the second phase, different eco-design methodologies have been used to focus on the development of sustainable packaging. Both in system and packaging, the analysis started from the current scenarios to identify the main existing problems from a functional, communication, and environmental perspective. After that, a design phase enabled us to define new system and packaging concepts. An important feature of this project was the creation of a multidisciplinary team able to work and give feedbacks at different levels. A leading team of design researchers managed 2 groups of students from the design degrees at Politecnico di Torino and kept regular contact with different e-commerce stakeholders. First of all, the national consortium Camieco for cellulose-based packaging, 3 companies involved in the e-commerce logistics, and 1 packaging manufacturer. The stakeholders' involvement has been essential to give insights and get feedback on the research achievements. The methodology we adopted relates to the theoretical framework of systemic design that we can define as a system-oriented design practice that allows tackling complex problems in complex systems. The methodological approach to systemic design we developed at Politecnico di Torino especially focuses on the environmental sustainability of the system, assessing the inputs and the outputs of the system to decrease environmental impacts and resource depletion. In this first part of research, it was essential to distinguish between 3 main types of logistics systems. Horizontal marketplaces sell products from a large number of categories at national and global levels. Vertical marketplaces sell products from a particular industry sector. Small-scale retailers are small enterprises that usually sell niche products or local products. For all the 3 categories, we applied the 3 steps of analysis mentioned before to identify the main problems, considering the environmental, functional, and communication impacts of different systems, and define possible design solutions. In particular, the analysis highlighted the need of new packaging able to optimize all the steps of the logistics system, especially transportation, and the need to build new relations with the territory and between the stakeholders by creating multi-centered local system. The system analysis highlighted the packaging as a critical issue to address from a design perspective. The second phase of our research focused on the role of packaging as a complex product that must satisfy different purchasing and cultural needs of users, many increasingly complex functional requirements, and of course, new communication needs, mainly related to the unboxing experience. Even in this case, a three-steps analysis was performed and allowed to identify needs, requirements, and performances of existing packaging to understand the main criticalities of this product level. The critical issues emerged concerned the non-joint design of product and packaging, specific problems in the optimization of shapes and volumes, and urgent issues in managing the end of life of packaging. So we were able to define 6 guidelines to improve the sustainability of packaging for e-commerce. The guidelines affect the functionality of use, the interaction with the users, and the management and disposal of the packaging. The team of bachelor students implemented these guidelines, testing them through different concepts of packaging that could fit the needs of different marketplaces and retailers. The industrial stakeholders give us periodical feedback about these works. For each guideline, you can see a concept developed and implemented by our students. The first guideline is life cycle and reuse that concern the design of new logistic strategies to adopt reusable packaging or to give a second life to single-use packaging. The second one is communication. This means design the aesthetics together with the function to improve the unboxing experience. The flexibility concern the design for variable amounts and typology of goods in different marketplaces, with a special attention to the horizontal ones. Customization involves the design for creating customized packaging according to the needs and the preferences of different users and different products. The end of life means design for involving users in the management of the end of life of the packaging through the reuse or the recycling of the packaging itself. Lastly, the guidelines about awareness means designing for increasing sustainable and informed purchasing behaviors. To conclude, the outcomes we achieved contribute to the body of knowledge in the areas of systemic design and packaging design for sustainability, investigating an emerging complex topic that involved the 3 scales of design: system, service, and product. The sustainability of e-commerce is a wicked problem that requires a systemic approach. Piecemeal solutions can only patch up the problem, but we urgently need a collective and cohesive strategy. Lastly, the combination of academic research and training courses is an important means of achieving innovative results, because this allows facing the topic from different perspectives and free of technical constraints. At the same time, the regular interaction with the national consortium and several industrial partners was crucial to include the perspective of the stakeholders that are working at the coal face in the e-commerce sector. So thank you very much for your attention, and feel free to contact me for any further information about the research I've just presented and other issues relating to the sustainability of packaging and system in the e-commerce sector. Thank you very much.